system.
All right, continuing coverage of CES 2025. Jeffrey Powers here with Ken. I got it right this time.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So names become really weird when it comes to CES. But anyway,
All
Ken,
good.
the company's called Yarbo.
Correct.
And you guys have been around for a couple of years. You started with a lawnmower, and now you got a lot more coming here.
We actually started life as a snowblower.
Oh.
Under a different name, Snowbot, that never actually came to market. We decided to rebrand and make basically a more versatile robot. Right?
Okay.
So Yarbo is basically the world's first modular autonomous yard robot.
Okay.
So there's
Take a step
yeah,
further.
sure. So currently, right now, there are pool robots for the yard, and there's lawnmower robots for the yard. But that's pretty much where it stops.
Okay.
So Yarbo basically shows our main core, right? So that's our main core, basically the main body, the brains of the operation. That has one module attached to it called our Smart Assist module.
Okay.
So let me just come over here. I'll show you some of the things about it.
Yeah.
So main core, this contains the power and the brains, right? Primarily navigates over GPS. This is our turf track. This is called our Smart Assistant module. So it has cameras all the way around. They're all heated. So whether you're using it in the winter or the summer, you're good to go.
Okay.
Modular in the front. And now actually this year it's modular in the back. So you can hook up modules to the back as well.
All right.
So
and we got a few modules all around.
We do, yeah. So this Smart Assistant module comes with Yarbo, every Yarbo.
Okay.
And what it allows you to do is it has 2 binocular cameras for obstacle detection. Yarbo has 2-way audio in it. So this allows you to do follow me mode. So Yarbo can tow up to 3,500 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And anything you hook up to a universal ride-on tractor hitch, you can hook up to Yarbo.
Can I stand on it and ride it?
You could try, but you might fall off.
Okay.
What we've done actually is sit in like dump carts, yard carts.
Okay.
And for Halloween, we actually connected 10 together and pulled the kids all around the neighborhood.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool. So this allows for follow me mode. So you can have a dump cart with say mulch in it, a couple hundred pounds, and it's following you around the yard, right as your kind of yard assistant.
Okay.
The other thing it allows is tow mode. So anything you actually hook up to a universal ride-on tractor, like a leaf sweeper, you can hook up to Yarbo and say, I'm towing something 4 feet wide, and I want a 1-foot overlap. And it'll automatically tow whatever attachment that is, not made by us, right, that you can pick up at a local Home Depot or Lowe's, and it'll methodically tow it through your yard. And the other thing this allows is patrol mode. So it will actually patrol your yard on a set schedule. And if it sees somebody day or night, it'll make an announcement and say, hey, the owner's been notified. Please leave premises immediately, and sends you a picture.
I'm here at CES. You're here at CES. You can have the Yarbo go like across. So it actually does 2 things, because somebody sees it and thinks, hey, somebody must be there running this guy.
Correct.
And then the other thing is, if it sees somebody cross his yard, it's going to let me know.
Correct. And then you can actually bring up a live feed of the video stream. And you have 2-way audio, just like kind of a Ring doorbell, right?
Yeah.
It has stereo speakers, so you can actually play music through it, or you can talk through it to whoever's there. So you can say hi to your kids in the backyard, check on them, tell them to stop beating up on their brother or whatever it is, right? Or that intruder that might be there. And you identify them before they get to your house, which is nice, right?
Okay.
Most Ring doorbells and surveillance systems are only good until they get right in front of your house. Or break a window, right?
That's awesome.
So that's the core. And then all modules come off the same way. This particular one's a little unique, but it's just a button down below, and the module just slides off.
Wow.
And then there's one connector, no tools, so now it's disconnected.
That
now
looks like a Matrix type style connector.
Yeah. So then you just connect it back on. You'll hear a snap. There we go. And now I'll just line it up. And you hear another snap, and you're back on.
Awesome.
So here we also have our leaf blower to the left there.
There we go.
So we have our you know what? Actually, let's go to the lawnmower or the snowblower first if we can. Yep. So that's the 2-stage snowblower. So although Yarbo is the world's first modular yard robot, the snowblower is actually the world's first snowblower, and it's the world's first leaf blower, autonomous. Right. So 2-stage snowblower, heated cameras in the front. You can think of it as a mini 2-stage snowblower. So Yarbo approaches snow in a little bit different than the traditional way, right? Yeah. It's married with a wireless docking station, which I can show you a little bit later. And that basically allows Yarbo to work through the storm. All right. So it's weather connected. You can have it on an automatic schedule, so it knows when it's going to snow in your area. And it will automatically go out from the first flake to the last flake. So you could have a blizzard, or you could have a dusting, and Yarbo's going to take care of it. So even if you get 5 feet, it doesn't matter. It's working through the storm. The only reason that large intake is there is for the end of the driveway, where the snowplow dumps a lot of snow, right? The other
I hate it. I hate it when I have to go out and reshovel.
Yeah, correct.
So
Correct. So
having somebody else get to do it, I'm all for.
Yeah, for sure. And so the big upgrade too is a steel chute, and that really helps with wet snow.
Okay.
So Yarbo's designed to live outside 24/7, down to negative 30.
What happens when the steel chute gets clogged?
Yeah, so that's a great point. So that steel chute has never clogged on me yet in dry and wet snow. But if it does, there is a handle clean out. Yeah, and one of the big reasons for that, a lot of guys don't realize, and we've actually learned this through testing. When Yarbo lives outside, the chute, all the metal, all the components are the same temperature as the ambient temperature. Yeah, when you take a snowblower from a garage that's warmer,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Snow slowly melts as you're shooting out of the chute. Once you get a layer of snow there, all the other snow sticks to it.
Okay.
So it's been really, really good at wet snow. The other really big thing I want to talk about, it's headlights so it can work at night, but safety. So with the snowblower, we treat safety different. If we see a person or an animal, right, we will stop working and we make an announcement that says pedestrian detected or animal detected.
Okay.
Yarbo will resume when it's safe to do so.
How big of an animal? Like, even if it's like a mole or a mouse or anything like that?
Probably not a mouse, but your typical cat, dog, deer, anything of size for sure. Yeah. Small dogs, small cats. We tested that. For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Really, really important.
Cool.
So, and again, we don't want anyone even coming near the snowblower, and we don't want to shoot anybody with snow. Yeah. So we just shut it down and pause it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. And we make that announcement through the stereo.
Yeah. That's the one thing I hate is I'm snowblowing and I'm snowblowing, and then all of a sudden somebody's driving by. The other snowblowers just keep going. I stop.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not, my chute's not even pointing in that direction.
Yep.
I just stop to make sure a rock doesn't get thrown through or anything like that.
Yep. So the other big thing that we actually are testing internally and we'll release through a software update soon is car detection and avoidance. So you park your car in your driveway. It wasn't there when you mapped your driveway. Yarbo will intelligently go around it. And then at the end of its plan, it'll come back and check if it's still there. Okay. If you moved it, it'll clean that area. If it's still there, it'll go back dock.
What about you're doing the sidewalk and you got the curb right here, and then all of a sudden there's a car here? Because that's the other thing I hate to do is whenever I see a car right there, I turn the chute this way. Once again, I don't throw snow at the car. I throw it away from the car.
Yes, correct. So first of all, there's a lot of laws that don't allow you to throw snow in the street, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
So we recommend everybody throws on a sidewalk to the interior, and you can actually control the distance. So you can go down from like 6 to 8 feet throwing distance all the way up to 50 if it's dry powder, right? Okay. And you can control that distance in the app. You actually can control where you make snow piles. Okay. So it's not just like the left or the right that you're throwing snow. And we have dedicated modes. So you brought up sidewalks. That's great. Initially last year when we launched, you could only do driveways. If you tried to do a sidewalk, you could, but it was really inefficient. Okay. People said to us, hey, we need a dedicated sidewalk mode. So we have that.
All right.
The other really cool thing with the snowblower is that it's actually more efficient than a traditional two-stage snowblower.
All right.
Couple reasons why, but the biggest one is it has in the front an articulating module. So it actually has a linear actuator that raises it and lowers it automatically. Okay. So we are always getting down to the pavement. If we hit an unlevel area, we detect that, we raise the auger up, we go past the unlevel area, and we lower it back down. Okay. A typical two-stage snowblower, you're going to set the scraper bar like 1/8 of an inch above your driveway, and it leaves a film. But we actually get down to blacktop and concrete.
Yeah, I always like to take the snowblower and lift it a little bit so I can get to that concrete level.
Yeah, so, correct.
We could probably talk about snowblower attachment all day, but let's talk about some of the other attachments.
Yeah, sure.
This is cool.
Yeah,
so we're going right. So what's on the right side?
So that's our lawnmower. So the lawnmower is pretty unique for the industry. There's a ton of autonomous lawnmowers, but that has one of the widest decks in the industry. So that's a 21-inch deck, cutting deck, 2 discs, 5 blades a disc. It actually has a steel skirt all the way around it, and that actually lets it get up 2-inch lips. Okay. So if you have 2-inch high roots, or you have Belgian block on one side of your driveway and the other, and you want it to cross that driveway, it can actually cross the driveway and jump the Belgian block, so you don't need to build a ramp. Nice. It goes up to 4 inches height of cut and down to 1.2. It has accessory. That gentleman is actually now checking the accessory reports on each side. Yeah. So it actually has our first accessories are a trimmer and an edger, launching in 2025 of this year. Awesome. So we'll have an autonomous edger and trimmer. Okay. Same binocular cameras in the front, but in that case, if we see a person or a pet, we actually go around them. Okay. Same soft touch bumper. So that soft touch bumper actually works on resistance. It's not mechanical, so it doesn't need to ram into things.
Okay.
So one of the use cases there, a lot of people have sprinkler heads that don't recess all the way.
Yeah.
So actually, cameras are not good at detecting things that are like smaller than 2 inches.
Yeah.
So sprinkler heads they can't see. But that soft touch bumper is gentle enough that if it taps a sprinkler head, it won't destroy it. A lot of autonomous lawnmowers will destroy it.
Let's move on to the front here.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm assuming this is the leaf or the grass collection, right?
Actually, that is a liquid sprayer. So that's coming out this winter. Yeah.
Right,
So dual uses. In the winter, it'll spray liquid brine to de-ice, post or pre-treat. And then in the summertime, any liquid material you want to put in there for your lawn, pre-emergent, post-emergent, fertilizer, you can do with that sprayer. It attaches to the back.
Now, I'm assuming attaching to the back has to be a manual mode thing as opposed
to attach it. Yes.
Yeah.
But you can leave it on if you want. You don't have to take it off.
Yeah. So you don't just say, okay, move up to the unit and attach.
Right. But you bring up a good point. So in our longer roadmap, we have a cabinet to house modules called Super Dock.
All right.
And our roadmap for 3 to 5 years is really to have Yarbo interchange these modules itself.
Okay.
So, but first we need enough modules to warrant a cabinet and changing those. So if you want to renovate your lawn, you would be able to say, hey, go get out a dethatcher, right?
Okay.
Detach my lawn, then aerate it, then fertilize it, right? And it would intelligently do that.
All right. So we got over here.
Yep.
Take a look at that.
So that is basically another way to spread material, but that's a granular spreader.
Okay.
So in the wintertime, think like rock salt or sand. Yep. And in the, again, summertime, think pesticide, pre-emergent.
Lime rock around trees type thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just had to do that last year. So.
Yep. And these are all putting out rated material. So you tell it how much to put out, and it will control the speed of Yarbo and the relative spinning of the impeller or the pump. So it's rated.
All right. And then finally, is that a leaf blower?
That is a leaf blower, yeah.
Okay.
So,
or is it a leaf blower and a leaf collector?
Right. So that is just a leaf blower or a blower, right?
Okay.
So you can use it generically for anything, right? Leaves, driveways, material, right? It'll blow. The other thing it has is a hose attachment. So you can autonomously run that and blow all your leaves from the outside of, like, say, your backyard to the inside to one big pile.
Yeah.
Or if you have a tree, you can do it from the inside to the outside, or you can do it from like right to left or up or down, right? If you have a tree line you want to blow it to.
All right.
But that hose is there so that Yarbo can follow you, and you don't have to have an actual battery powered or a second blower that's handheld.
Okay.
Yarbo, you can use that hose to get into flower beds or dry your car off, blow it off, that type of thing.
Okay.
So,
yeah, and it looks like you guys won some CES awards, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, we did. So we won, that's our innovation award. And then to the right of that, we have Best of CES. And,
one more thing here, and that is this guy right here. When do you need to use the Barbie version?
Yeah. So actually, believe it or not, that has a really cool use case. One is my kids play with it, but the really cool use case is every year we have a blind gentleman that comes here.
Okay.
It started back when we were Snowbot 4 years ago.
Okay.
And we had our 3D model there just to have a 3D model to display.
Okay.
And just because. And he ended up feeling it, and he could tell you exactly where the auger is, exactly where the chute is. So every year he comes here and he uses the different 3D models. So it's a really cool use case we didn't think of,
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, so we make sure we have them every year.
There's a lot here, and we could probably go on for about an hour on here, but we'll just leave it at this point.
Yep.
Because that's a lot right there.
Absolutely.
Let's start with the base unit. How much is that base unit?
Sure. So the base unit is $3,800. That comes with the main core, the Smart Assist module, the wireless docking station, and the data center. Everything you need for follow me mode, tow mode, and surveillance mode.
Okay.
Up from there, you have the snowblower is about $5,000. So everything I just talked about plus the snowblower.
Okay.
The lawnmower is about the same price.
Wait. So $5,000. So you get the unit and the
snowblower.
For
right. But during CES, whatever price I give, it's $700 off if you order during CES.
Okay. Do you hear that, folks? You better get on the horn because you get on the horn. So, anyway.
Yeah. And then if you were to order everything available right now, which is the Yarbo, the Smart Assistant, the snowblower, the lawnmower, and the leaf blower, you'd be about normally $7,000, but $6,300 during the show.
But still, $7,000 is not a bad number.
No, not when you think of everything that it can do. Yeah. It's
and of course, if you're in California, you're not going to need the snowblower too much, but you definitely need a lot of yard stuff
for sure,
and go from there. So,
yeah.
All right. cool stuff. Where can people go for more information?
Yeah, www.yarbo.com.
Yarbo, YARBO.com.
Yep.
Thanks
Pleasure.
a lot, guys.
Thanks, Jeff.
We got a lot more over at CES 2025 and Geekazine, geekazine.com, youtube.com/Geekazine. You can like, subscribe, comment, bell notification so you know when the next video is. I get my wings, and because bells give wings.
That's true.
That's how
I've
that
heard.
works. So until next time, you guys cut your grass, blow your snow. I don't know how your leaves and everything, and geek out with Yarbo and Geeks. Take care.
Thanks.